Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how you doing, Lance? How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm good. My name is Jason Cruz. I write for a website called MMA Payout out here in Seattle. I understand you're familiar with Seattle, correct?
Oh yeah, I was born there. I was born at a Swedish hospital there. So yeah.
Excellent, excellent. Actually, me too. Me too. Actually,
Oh yeah, yeah.
so there you go. There you go. Okay, I learned from your social media you're a Seattle Seahawks fan. So, biggest question of this interview: what do you think of the Russell Wilson trade?
It hurts. It hurts. That's all. That's all I can really say. That it hurt when I seen it, and it yeah, it's just it's too bad. But I mean, he did an awesome job when he was there, and
No,
everything has to come. There's a time frame on everything. So
most definitely. And
yeah.
do you think that they'll get a quarterback with number 9, or are they going to go get somebody like a Baker Mayfield?
I don't know. It's hard to say. I'm interested to see what they do. So it's ever since the Super Bowl with Marshawn, I've kind of just I've had to kind of step back and just it just kind of covered my
eyes. No, I hear you. I hear you.
Yeah.
You pass the test as a true Seahawks fan because everybody does cover their eyes.
Yeah.
During every season, and we will see. We will see. But anyway, enough football talk. So, how are you feeling about your upcoming fight next week?
Oh, I'm feeling fantastic. Training camp's gone great. This is my life. Obviously, I've done it for so long. It's a part of me. So it feels like, well, whenever I'm in my training camps, it feels like I'm on my path, which it is. It's what I do as a profession, and it's what I always imagined I would do being a professional athlete. But it's even more amazing. I get to do what I've done since I was a kid. So.
Now you grew up basically in this with your father, and so how was that growing up? Did you want to do other things? Did you see others play other sports and do other things, or was MMA or wrestling your just your bread and butter?
It's actually funny. I always loved basketball, and I was a really, really hard worker on the court, but I wasn't as good as my cousins. My cousins were awesome basketball players, and they were taller. So I mean, I would just work hard on the court, but and play defense. And then I played football for a while, and then I had some bad injuries in football, and then it was just kind of like that was the more focus on obviously track too, but I had to focus more on wrestling and MMA from there.
I got you. And so, how was it working with your own dad there, as far as having him as kind of your coach or and always there watching you train?
It's been awesome. I've done it since I was a kid, so it's a normal thing. I think I've just become better and better at knowing what he wants, and kind of trying to read being able to read his mind on what to do next, and to understand what he wants completed in the cage or in any training session. So it's allowed me to adapt and see things before they get there.
How does that work with being that dynamic father-son coach fighter dynamic? Is there yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, it works out really well. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but
no
it works out really well. He just tells me whatever he tells me to do, I listen to. He's the coach. He's my dad, obviously. We both have good input when it comes to the sport because he's trained me since I was a little kid. So when I have input, he values it, and obviously I value his input to an extreme level because he's been in the sport for so long.
Yeah, most definitely. Now, let's turn a little bit back to your win against Raymond Pina late last year. Now, it was pretty dominating from my viewpoint. Do you wish at any time when you it looked very dominating. And so is there any time that you wish you had more time in the cage in between fights? I mean, it seems like that, you could have done, you could have done more.
Yeah. Well, in that last fight you're saying?
Yeah, against Raymond Peanut.
Yeah, it is what it is. Like I plan to do what I do at the best of my ability. So I believe that my pressure and my presence in the cage is something that not many people, when they face it, they are shocked by it because of how not intimidating, because I believe intimidating can come off as a bullying perspective, but I think my presence is terrifying. So I think when you feel my pressure and my presence and my authority in there, it makes people crumble. So that's how I've been allowed to finish a lot of my fights, because I put a lot of pressure on people, not only with my presence, but in my aura, but with my skills. So I mean, it is what it is. If the fight finishes early, it finishes early. I'm not opposed to breaking people down over 3 rounds or whatever, but I look to put my pressure on people, and it usually makes them fold. So
yeah. Obviously, you should be just telling me you get paid the same for the amount of time you're in the cage. So the faster it is, the easier.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But so let's talk about your next opponent, Naono Dung. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. What do you know about him?
He's competed in the sport for a long time. He was a young kid in the sport, so he's done martial arts for a long time. He's a good opponent. He's skilled in a lot of areas, but so he's a worthy opponent. I can't wait to get in there and showcase all my skills, because I believe I'm on a whole different level. I believe I'm one of the best fighters in the world. So when I get to put it all together on the 23rd, people will see.
Now you're undefeated right now, and I assume you believe you will win next week. What's the forecast for 2022? Are you looking to get into 3 more times in? Would you be looking? Would you entertain a short notice fight? What's 2022 looking for you?
Whatever's in God's plan. I try to stay and live in the present moment. So whatever opportunities come up for me and are meant for me, they'll show up and they'll present themselves. So I try to take it step by step, but at the end of the day, I'm looking to stay active in the cage, get better and improve, and showcase what I'm about. So 2022 is, I'd like to get multiple fights in this year if possible. And yeah, I mean, a short notice fight would be awesome, but as long as it presents itself in a proper or organic way, I'm into it.
Excellent. And so this is in Hawaii. This fight's in Hawaii. Will you be able to take a couple of days R&R extra after the fight, or are you just going to head back home?
We'll be taking a few days after. Julia, my training partner and family member, she's going to be fighting May 6th.
Oh, right. Okay.
In Dallas. So we're going to take a few days there, and then we're going to go straight to Dallas after. So, awesome. And I have about 20 family members or so coming to the fight. So excellent. I'll have some time with my nephews, and yeah, I can't wait. Number 1 jobs though on the 23rd. So
yeah. Well, Lance,
television.
Yeah, no, most definitely. Well, Lance, before I let you go, I'm going to have to ask, what is the name of the dog that's been video bombing you in the back?
This guy?
Yeah, he's been ducking his head into the video. He's been trying to get some camera time.
Yeah. That's Kamikaze.
Oh wow! How old is he?
He's is he 10 now, Jules? Yeah, he's 10. He's a big boy, and he's a bit older, but he's got a young spirit for sure.
Yeah, no, that's all good. I just noticed him getting his head in. You got to get some video time himself too. Well, Lance, thank you so much for your time. Good luck and safe travels on the 23rd, and we'll be all watching. Thank you very much.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, go Hawks too.
Oh yeah, go Hawks.
Bye-bye.
All right. Yeah.